Welcome back to another Josh. This is Weekly Report here, and we're going to dive right in, break down what's going on, cover some of the macro, and talk about some of the stocks that I like right now so that you don't get shocked or mopey when the market blows up. Now, if you watched the Sunday video, we talked about that breakout on Friday that was very obvious. Lots of people FOMOing into that, and I did expect that the market should turn over Monday or Tuesday. We saw Tuesday that actually played out, but what I didn't expect for this to continue into Wednesday. If we look here on the chart, it looks like we have another shoe to drop, so the market looks like it wants to continue to bleed. And a lot of this, in my opinion, centers around the obvious fears of that recession looming. In a recession, automakers tend to do really poorly. And you probably already know what stock I'm about to talk about. As I was thinking about creating this video, Facebook algorithm also shared this with me, a video of someone literally turning a Tesla upside down. As the stock is turning over and looking like it wants to visit a double bottom, here we are with YouTubers literally turning Teslas upside down and driving them on the road. I'm sorry, but that's hilarious. And of course, if you watch my reports regularly, you're likely hyper intelligent, personable, and extremely good looking, but you probably have also seen these charts as well. I'm expecting this double bottom to play out for Tesla. We could see that it tried to squeeze me out of this short position that I have, but that's starting to play back out in my favor. I do eventually plan for this to play out to be really nice. We're also seeing it turn over on the TTM squeeze. This is all within expectations still, even though it looks like it wanted to fight me. And before Elon fanboys start freaking out and fantasizing about electrocuting me with a Tesla battery and then lighting me on fire with reusable rocket fuel, I am not an Elon hater. I am simply looking for ways to make money. All right. The struggle is real. I'm doing whatever I see is on the charts. That's all we do. All I say, this looks like an opportunity to make money. I'm going to take it. And then I just tell you what I'm doing. Okay. Look, I got an Elon poster right behind me, so chill. At least I'm not one of these hedge fund managers that's been going crazy on the socials, because I think most of this is two-faced and a lot of them are trying to panic out of their positions. And this is nothing new either. Hype up a stock so that people buy into it so that when you sell, you get good exit prices, because you have a very large position to sell, right? You need lots of liquidity. This is a theory that some people have, that it's all Cramer does. They think that Cramer makes most of his money by pitching bad stocks to retail investors. They give him a cut and they say, hey, pitch this because we need to get out of this position and we don't want to cause the stock to tank 5%, causing a more dramatic sell-off in the stock so that we take even a worse price because everyone else is selling when we're selling, and it makes it harder for us to get out. But as you know, if you're in the Discord, I'm not going to do that, because then you'll unsubscribe and then the very little money I already make from Discord will become even less. If only all the 12-year-olds that called me a scammer knew how little I actually made from the Discord. Trust me, these bills are not getting paid off Discord money. They get paid off trading money. And speaking of getting paid, let's talk about two stocks that I actually like, even though the market seems really weak. And the first stock I love right now is stock ticker SYM. Now, I've talked about this stock previously. This one happens to have a very good Elliott wave pattern that seems to be playing out. We're in the third wave right now. It looks like we're having an extension, perfectly touching on the 0.618 retracement. So this is likely to be top, or at least very close to the top. My personal target was hopefully pushing to 25. So I've been actually scaling out of this position. We caught this one pretty early, got into it about $16 when I first mentioned it to the Discord. We've gotten 150%, 200%, 230% at one point out of these option contracts as well. They've been a wide bid-ask spread on these, so they've had a lot of volatility. It's been very profitable. So right now the position is very small, but I would like to accumulate back into this a lot on a potential visit to 20. Anything below that, I'm going to be a big buyer, and then I'll be looking for a $30 price target. And as you can see, based on this stock's chart, and then you look at S&P index, I mean, this stock has not been correlated with the greater market whatsoever. And that's exactly what you want to look for in a market environment like this. This is completely performed on its own merits. Now, what this company actually is a robotics and AI warehouse company. So they build the infrastructure for companies like Walmart. They also work with the second and third largest grocery retailers in the US as well. They're based in Massachusetts. This company only makes $1 billion in revenue, which isn't a lot at all, especially for a company that has a valuation of almost $10 billion. But they do have a $12 billion backlog. So why are they not getting that money? Well, the issue here is bottleneck. they're having issues with manufacturing and execution, but they are outsourcing a lot of that production right now. And so I think if they can start to get into that backlog, start getting some more profits, getting those more projects done, and then also working with new partners. Walmart is key here, because if you work with Walmart and you go to someone new and you say, well, we work with Walmart and these other grocery chains, it's really easy to get new clients. And that Walmart contract lasts for 8 years. So the other thing here that people would probably worry about, how much cash does this company actually have? Can they actually reach that point where they can become profitable and get all these projects going? Well, they have about 18 months worth of cash. So even if we go into a recession and things start to hurt, I think this company could continue to grow. And on top of that, it's very financially viable for these companies to work with Symbiotic. The money they make back from using AI and the robotics that Symbiotic exclusively has, by the way, we're talking about 450 patents for this company. Yeah, it's huge. So if you want to hear more details, more the nitty-gritty numbers, they're also all posted in the Discord as well, linked down in the description. And now let's talk about company number 2, which is DNMR Scientific. Penny stocks are pretty rare for me to mention, but right now penny stocks are really great because they tend not to correlate with the big indexes, and I expect those to sell off. What companies usually don't sell off are those that provide necessities that people need. And DNMR is not only a necessity that people need, but it also is innovation, and that's because of their unique plastic technology. And this is another one that, since I mentioned it in the Discord, we're up 230%. However, I think DNMR has a lot more room to run, and in fact, I'm expecting this stock to hit a new high for the year very soon. And one of the big things here is that the open interest we're seeing in the option contracts also clarifies that. Unlike Symbiotic, which doesn't have a lot of interest when it comes to option trading, DNMR has very confident option buyers. And as an option trader, this is essential for me to look at. For Symbiotic, since there's not a lot of open interest in that stock, I have to be very careful about how large of a position I take, because I don't want to be stuck with contracts that are up a bunch of money, but no one's there to buy them when I want to sell. And that's also why I'm selling into the rally that's commencing right now, because I don't want to be the last person to sell. I don't want to be stuck in the position that those hedge funds are in, right? But if we look at DNMR, we can see that we have 10,000 open contracts for the end of April at the $4 strike. If we look at the May contracts, we can see there's 8,000 here for a $5 target on the stock. Okay, we're talking about roughly about $160,000 at this $5 strike, roughly about $300,000 at this $4 strike. Those are very confident purchases in the options market for people that are very bullish on a penny stock. And since it's a penny stock, it's extremely unlikely that this is someone doing a very aggressive covered call strategy or trying to buy the stock well above where it was trading at when these positions were opened. This definitely looks like someone looking to profit off of aggressive move on the stock. And the fundamentals of this stock are actually very key with the current political and cultural environment that we live in, where everyone's very excited about ESG and being environmentally friendly, but at the same time they're like, what is this paper straw? I hate it. See, this company uses polyhydroxyl alkanoids, which is a biodegradable plastic that can be used for alternative for straws, for films, for different food containers. And the key here is that it's biodegradable. But they also use polylytic acid-based resins as well, which can be used like in the side of a plastic cup that you might use. But this also could be used in, I don't know, maybe like 3D printing, which is also exploding as well. And I see that as an untapped side of the business, because even though they make most of the revenue off these different brand deals that they have, they could also have a direct-to-consumer relationship where they sell to people that are using these 3D printers at home. Now, they aren't the only company that works in the bioplastic industry, but like Symbiotic, they are the industry leader, and they are considered to be the most effective and cost-efficient bioplastics company. And that title has led to them getting very significant clients, such as Bacardi, Nestle, Pepsi, and I think this will also lead them to get other big clients as well. Just like I was saying with Symbiotic, if you're already the cool kid in class, everyone wants to be your friend. And everyone knows that all the cool kids are in the Discord. So if you want to hear about these stocks when I first find them and not when I put these videos out, make sure you click the link down below and join the Discord. That's going to be it for this report, and I'll see you on the next one.